And look at him. Look at me. I don't have any hair there.
Okay, we're gonna get started tonight.
There you go.
No, go ahead and do it.
All right.
Okay, everybody, thanks for coming. We're gonna start our work session. Matt's short today. He's still down in Florida. He'll be back tomorrow. So we're gonna start off with budget modifications. Everybody get a chance to look at one
Which?
Yes.
budget modification.
Yes.
Yeah, that was just to move money for the overtime. They went over. Senior citizen tax exemption annual income chart for a town code of 172. Everybody get a chance to look at that. Any questions? Tyler, any questions on that? No. All right. Next is our annual driving record review policy. Insurance company came and told us that we had to update our driving policy. So that's, we're gonna approve that tonight and put that in the handbook. Next is the 2025 spring cleanup, which is gonna be May 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. We have a schedule with Thompson Sanitation for those 3 days. Really next is the streetlight buyback purchase agreement. So we just did everybody get a chance to look at that? It's a lot. Yeah.
Yes.
Actually, Ben still needs to look at one little thing quick and before, but it'll be, you know, if we pass it today, it'll be based on approval of what Ben sees.
I know, I started to go through it.
It's all lawyer talk.
It's all. And yeah, next is the town shred event. We've had good turnouts with this the last 2 years. So this year Karen got the ball rolling for another shred event. It's going to be Saturday, July 19th, right out front here. So it'll be for 3 hours. The town's cost is $1,650. So any questions on any of that stuff?
What time again?
It's what's the hours, Ken? 10 to 1. Yeah, that's what it was last year, right?
What I'll tell you is that I just had a whole bunch of stuff taken care of at the ambulance corps, small pile of boxes, and it was like almost $400. So if we get 3 hours for $1,600, I think it's a bargain.
Yeah. Okay. No other questions on any of your work session. We're going to start the business meeting. Pledge allegiance, please. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Yeah. I think you might.
Yeah. All right, next, we're going to start the public hearing for introducing the local law to update the town code, chapter 172 for senior citizens exemption. We went from 32,000 to 40,000 for people that, you know, in between that to help the seniors out a little bit. So the bulk table is on our website. If anybody got a chance to look at it, gives you the breakdown of everything. So if anybody has any public comment on that, you're more welcome to come up and state your opinion. No?
All you old folks.
Yeah.
65.
I don't know. I've been letting everybody make that decision on their own. Not by me.
Brittany, do you have anybody online?
I do not.
Okay. Can I get a motion to close the public hearing?
Motion to close the public hearing for the senior citizens exemption.
Second.
All right, motion by Peter, second by John Roofer, all in favor?
All right.
Aye.
All right, next is public comment. 3 minutes each individual, 30-minute max, regarding anything on our work session. Anybody have anything? Go ahead, Chris. Spring cleanup.
This has got to come somewhat to a halt, because all this is taking, everybody has to bring their mattresses, their televisions, their tires, maybe not tires. But whatever they could have had the person, when they get a new refrigerator or whatever, have them take that out, but no, that costs money. So that's all right, let's bring it here on these cleanup days and load it in here with all the stuff that could have been done at home. So that's all the stuff that this has got to come to somewhat of a slowdown here, because this has gotten out of control over the years. Last year I happened to be here. There was 4 of those things full, and I'm not sure whether he was taking one out and putting one in, so it could have been the 5th one. I'm not sure, but I know I saw 4 of them. Give me a break.
We went through more than 4. I think it was 9 total.
I didn't see that. When I was here, that's all I saw.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it was 9 total after all said and done. Yeah.
That's what I mean. Television, refrigerators, you name it, let's wait, and we'll bring it here to the town, and 9 of them. There, there's got to be something to this. Somebody's got to say, you put a halt on some of this stuff. I can see it going along Rosie Gap Road, but
that's one of the reasons why we do it, because we don't want them dumping anywhere else in the town.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, that's our biggest thing is if they don't make it here, it ends up at the Homowac or Ferguson Road or something. So
it's just, but there's got to be some kind of slowdown to this. That is a lot of stuff that people are.
So, Chris, I was just told that we don't even pay for this, so we get a lot of tonnage from the county.
I know that.
So this is almost a good thing. It tells people not to put it on the side of the road coming here, and instead of, you know what I mean? The people that, instead of paying to throw it away, we're offering them a place to put it instead of
It
the
just
side of
gets
the road.
passed away to that. I understand what the county does. Then it goes on to the county's budget, and sooner or later comes back to every one of us's taxes. I understand that, but this right here is the start. Somehow, things have got to change somewhat here. This is out of control. Thank you.
thank you, Chris.
Thank you, Chris.
Anybody else have anything? No? Brittany, you have anybody online?
I do not.
Okay. Highway Superintendent report.
Good evening, everybody. Just a few quick notes here. Crews have continued to go around filling potholes as well as cleaning up debris from the shoulders and the ditches. More work of that to be done here as we get ready to hopefully see spring. In the coming weeks, we'll be preparing for spring projects around town and also start the process of ditching and repairing roads that we will be replacing this year. With the lack of frost this year and the active plowing season we had, we have a number of roads that will need more than just some pothole repair. And that might take a hit to what we're planning on resurfacing. So we are inventorying the roads at the moment, and we'll be deciding shortly if alterations need to be made to that 284 that I provided there a few weeks ago. Temps are rising, but a word of caution is overnight temperatures will still be below freezing from times, and with snow melt and rain happening, it's not impossible for icy conditions to develop, especially in the pre-dawn hours. And with snow still not out of the question, we will be keeping our equipment ready for snow and ice control through the beginning of April. And lastly, on March 5th, which was the day after our last town board meeting, I attended Advocacy Day in Albany. In our annual attempt to persuade our legislatures to make more funds available for local roads. It was a well-attended event from Sullivan Orange County superintendents and pretty much statewide. I mean, if you saw the pictures, there was a couple hundred superintendents in those orange shirts standing on that nice staircase. We were able to take meetings with our local representatives. I want to especially thank Paula Kay, who sat with us for a little while that morning and listened to our concerns. And it does seem like she's certainly on the side of the local municipalities, knowing that we need some more money. and she was gonna try to get her local colleagues, her other colleagues on the same page, which I think most of them were. Rumor has it that it did work. I don't know how much more we're gonna get, but the rumor is that the final budget should have a little bit more than what we had last year. So we'll see if that's actually the case when that comes out and we get that notice from the state in the mail. That's all. Thank you. Go bye.
Thanks, Tom. Next, supervisor's report. I really only have two things, well, three probably, but it's nice weather out. The trails are all open. We've been clearing trees on some of the trails because the last couple of storms have had, trees across it. So get out and use the trails. Still a little muddy, but still nice to be out in the weather. Next is we did an Eagle Scout this weekend at Patmore Park. He did a great job with his project. He put up kiosks at Patmore Park, and he also put up a whirling post from when the D&H Canal used to have them, and he did a replica of it. So very, very nice job that they did. So he'll be moving on and cleaning up soon, and we'll hear from him when he comes to one of our meetings. Next on historian note, we got Verdana a laptop this past week and a scanner because she's all over the place getting all this information, and it would just make her life a lot easier. So we got her a laptop and a scanner last week. So we got it in. We're just going to have to train her on it a little bit, and then she'll be ready to go to get more information from all over about mammocating. Other than that, that's all I got today. We'll move on to the 2025 abstract for $291.88. Can I get a motion?
Motion to approve that abstract number 6.
Six. Okay.
Second.
All right. Motion by Peter, second by John. All in favor? Next, the financial reports. Everybody get a chance to look at them over the weekend?
Yes.
Okay. Can I get a motion by Gary? Second by Tyler. All in favor?
Aye.
Approve the minutes of 3/4/25. Motion by Tyler.
I'm not voting on this one. I didn't read them.
Okay.
I'm going to abstain also.
Okay. So I got Tyler.
The second.
Second by Gary. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Next, approve the budget modifications. I got a motion. Motion by Tyler,
Second.
second by Peter. All in favor?
Aye.
Approve the local law to update the town code chapter 172 for senior citizen tax exemption.
Motion.
Motion by Gary, second by John. All in favor?
Aye.
Approve annual driving record review policy to be added to the town employee handbook.
Motion.
Motion by John Roofer,
Second.
second by Peter. All in favor?
Aye.
Approve the 2025 spring cleanup for May 2nd, 3rd, and 4th.
Motion.
Motion by Gary. Second by Tyler. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Approve the street light buyback purchase agreement,
Subject to attorney.
subject to the attorneys.
Subject to
Review.
the attorney's approval, I'll make a motion.
Motion by Peter. Second by Tyler. All in favor?
Aye.
Approve community shred event for Saturday, July 19th with legal shred at $1,650 for 3 hours between the hours of 10 and 1.
Motion.
Motion by Gary,
Second.
second by Peter. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right, some committee reports. Anybody got any?
I don't have any.
No? Nobody's got any? Kevin, you got one?
Everybody read one.
I got the town clerk report. A lot of stats, very busy. The only thing really jumping out is 6 marriage licenses, 78 dog licenses. A lot of notarizations. This is for January and February. A genealogical search. I didn't know she did that. I don't even know what it is. 153 certified copies respectfully submitted. Karen Barkley, Town of Mamakating Clerk.
Thanks, Jim.
I got a couple things I want to add. The county, we did a resolution last February regarding the county road coming down into the village. It's been a year plus. We have invited the county DPW supervisor, Ed McAndrew, to the next meeting if we can get him on the agenda. I don't know if Mike saw the emails. He's going to come here and tell us what progress he has made and how he's responded to our resolution. I want to announce that I'm working on a project. I'm in the beginning stages of getting a grant, phase 1, for beautifying the park and ride down here and cleaning it up and fixing it. Troopers went in there last week and towed some abandoned vehicles that they deemed to be abandoned. So they started that. So if you parked your car at the park and ride for a week or so, it might not be there. Be abandoned. And I don't know what their criteria is. They did that on their own. Whatever the law allows them to do. There were some cars there long term that they got out of there. And I wanted to remind everybody, today is election day in the village of Wurtsboro. Mayor and council person or trustee, mayor and trustee up for grabs. Polls are open till 9.
Thanks, Jim.
You're welcome.
Don't really have anything for the meek. She does have, Jackie's got some programs coming up in April. They will be posted on her website and also on the Town of Mamakating site. So I know she's doing a spring fling. I just don't know the exact date, but like I said, it's posted. Any announcements?
Matt's moved his meeting till the 26th, I think. Ward
Yeah, next Thursday.
Ward 3 next Thursday. He's out of town, so he can't announce it, but come on down. I'll be here. We'll have fun.
Okay. Anybody else? Any announcements? Go ahead, Brittany.
Thank the board for the computer and the scanner. I'm very happy. And I wanted to report also that this weekend I spent over in Montgomery, okay, for a meeting of the minds that was taking place with Orange County. So I kind of argued my point of the boundaries, which brought in another. I have been retracing the treaties of the American Indians that were in this area, okay? So we know about the treaties that took place in Trenton. No? No. Okay, that's the 1750s, exactly, you know, so I'm sorry. And also the beginning ones that took place in Albany, that's 1723. I have the documents. Nobody else has looked for them. So now I'm narrowing it down to which Indians were in which places. The ones that were at Council Bluff, also known as Shortysburg, out here on 209 are Shawnee. There are 4 different sub-tribes under the Shawnee. So now I look at the ones who are signing for which area and selling the lands, and then I can figure out which ones were here. So that's what I'm in the process of doing there. Now, also the ones, they came down to Shawneesburg after the burning of the fort in Schenectady, 1690. Okay, so in 1690, when they had to abandon up there, they came down into our area and they were invited to stay here and live in peace with the natives that were already here. The Munsee, all same families. This is my cousins, this is my uncles, this is my, that's how they dealt, okay? The Muncies that lived here would have been the ones that would have been at the Basha, the lands of the Basha. Also, when that fort was burned, is when Titsworth was invited by the friendly Indians. We have the friendly ones. And he came down, and of course he had to go further out because this was already. So that's where I am, and that's why we want the computer to get it all out because nobody else has looked for this. Thank you.
Thank you, Verdana.
Verdana,
Thank you.
thank you for the incredible work that you do.
Yes.
Blows my
It's
mind.
fine.
I have a hard time keeping up with it, but it's more than appreciated on our end, I think, and
Yes.
keeping us on the map and let us know where we came from. Thank you.
Thank you, Peter. Thank you, everybody.
That's great.
Okay, no other announcements? So we're gonna go to public comment. 3 minutes each individual, 30-minute max for any new business. If anybody has anything. Go ahead, Lori.
Lori. Haven't seen you in a while.
Just my monthly announcement this Thursday, March 20th at 5 p.m. at the library. We have our monthly sci-fi with the science guy. Popcorn is served. This month's meeting is the classic 1956 Invasion of the Body Snatchers, starring Kevin McCarthy and Dana Winter. So be there. I make popcorn, so show up.
Thanks,
I
Lori.
love that.
Anybody else have anything? Want to talk about? Go ahead, Chris.
Uh-oh.
I've been patiently waiting for several years when someone's gonna come by me at the cemetery and remove the fallen tree that's taken up quite a large portion of it. And also look at that wall that's slowly falling down. So I don't know who's gonna do that here, or is it the highway department?
No, it would be more us. Hey, I'd have to hire somebody.
To do what? I'm sorry.
I'd probably have to hire somebody, depending on how big the tree is.
Well, it was.
Is it
hire
all, is it
somebody.
on the ground?
It's in Burlingham Cemetery.
Yeah.
So you think you have to hire somebody to do that?
Maybe. I'll come check it out, Chris. I'll see how big it is.
Well, you'll see the.
I've probably seen it. I just, off the top of my head, I can't think of it, but
And right there where the remains of the tree is standing, right next to the wall is falling
Falling
down. So
down.
we need to somehow address that.
okay.
Because that driveway that's right immediately there, that the camp presumes that they've been using it for years, that portion right there belongs to the cemetery.
Right.
So.
Yeah.
It just, after a while, I mean, I've looked at it, I said, I gotta bring this up here sooner or later. This is in the cemetery?
Yeah. Yeah, because even Verdana's told me that they've put that driveway over some graves. So
I'm sorry, they did one.
hold on, Verdan. Yeah, Verdana, I was just gonna say that. Yes.
And he chased me. I mean, my husband grabbed me because I was ready to fight this. Because he was trying to pull his face and not with him, so.
Yeah. But I'll come check the wall and the tree out, Chris.
All right.
I see what we can't get done.
There's a lot of poison ivy there, so.
Okay. Thanks,
I
Chris.
don't want that.
Anybody else have anything? Brittany, you have anything online?
I do not.
Happy.
Okay. We do not have an executive session, so can we get a motion to adjourn? Motion by Tyler,
Second.
second by Peter, all in favor?
Hi.
Thanks, everybody, for coming. We'll see you on April 1st.